in all kinds of different suggestions or God thoughts and inspirations on how to do it. Pray all the time. Pray without ceasing. Rejoice always. In the morning. At night. Whenever, however, get connected, pray to Him. And so I began to do that as I studied. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to start praying more. And so I would say, I'm going to stay up all night like Jesus did. And so I started to stay up all night and pray, and probably about after half an hour I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Right?
Amen.
I said, if you ever can't sleep at night, try to start praying.
Amen.
Right?
Yep.
You ever can't sleep at night? I don't know what it is, but I start praying. And wow.
Yep.
I'm sleeping, and that's terrible. Because I remember the disciples as they were with Jesus the night that He was betrayed. He's like, pray lest you fall into temptation, lest you be overtaken. And so I tried to pray for hours and hours and days on end. And then I came into a relationship with this other pastor, and he said, well, you don't have to pray all the time. Jesus didn't pray all the time. He just prayed once in a while, like seasonal prayers. Because it doesn't say He prayed all the time. He would go off and work really hard and do all these things, and then have a point where He needed to pray. And so He would pray sort of seasonally. And I said, well, let me try that. I'll connect with God seasonally. And so I would live my experience, and before I knew it, I was flat on my face. And my Elizabeth would say, have you been praying at all? And I'd be like, no. Now, it's interesting when you talk about connecting and talk about prayers and stuff. My purpose today isn't to beat anyone down over it. The fact that the average Christian prays between 15 and 30 minutes a week. Okay? 15 and 30 minutes a week. Average pastor prays 7 minutes a week.
Wow.
A week. Okay? So when you stop and compare that to television watching and other things, you go, And I'll be honest with you, there have been times I just haven't. I just have not connected. And I've gone days and weeks for various reasons. And I'll talk about those in a bit. And then one day I'm walking up a mountain, and for some reason this verse that I'm going to show you now comes to my head. So we'll play the verse now, or play the verse. I'll show the verse now and look at it. And it started to change my connections. And I found in James 5:16, and it's not the first part so much, but I'll read that. Therefore, confess your sins to one another and pray for one another so that you may be healed. The effective prayer, this is the point, the effective prayer of a righteous man can accomplish much. Next verse. Elijah was a man with a nature just like ours, and he prayed earnestly that it would not rain. And it did not rain on the earth for 3 years and 6 months. Next verse. Then he prayed again, and the sky poured rain, and the earth produced its fruit. We'll stop.